Hello and welcome to another tutorial on how to use a typewriter. My name is Walid and I'm the co-founder of Mr. and Mrs. Vintage Typewriters, and today's video will show you how to use an Imperial Good Companion Model 1 typewriter. Please note that this tutorial also applies to Models T and Models 2 to 7 from the Imperial Good Companion typewriters. As for now, let's get started. First, we need to open the case. To open the case, we move the latch to the right, then the pin lock, we move it also to the right, and the lid will be open. To unlock the carriage of the Imperial typewriter, we need to unlock it from the left side using the locking lever and move it towards us. Now it's unlocked. Plus, usually the lever is bent with inside the case. It bounces, automatically bounces when you open the case, but if it's bent, make sure it's lifted up. The main lever to free your carriage is the carriage release lever on the right side. It's the middle one. It's a pinch mechanism. Usually I use my left hand to support the carriage from the left, and to move the carriage we press it or pinch it and it's free. Now we're gonna show you how to set up your margin stops. The left margin stop is responsible to indicate the start of your line. The right margin stop helps you indicate the end of your line by a dinging bell. To set up your margins, you press on the margin stop and move it to the right or to the left, depending on your preference. Same applies to the left side margin, left and right. Next, we're gonna show you how to change your line spacing preference. It's the line spacing selector you can use on the Imperial's 1 and 2 line spaces. 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Usually 1 is the most used. The line spacing is done usually with the large arm here on the left. It's the line spacing lever, and it's done by a full press from left to right. The small lever on the back, it's called the Platen ratchet release lever. Usually the Platen, while moving using the knob, it has this sound of ticking to indicate the line spaces. To release the Platen, you use this lever and push it away, and it will free your Platen. Before inserting the paper, it's preferred that you raise the paper support arm on the back. To insert the paper, you need the paper grip release. It's the first one above the knob. You press it towards you. You get the suitable paper. We insert it. Where's the Imperial decal on the back? You insert it. You grip it back. Feed it using the right knob. Then raise the paper holder. Feed again. Then close the paper holder. And the paper is fed. To adjust the paper, you need to ungrip it again. You move it left or right depending on your preference and align it. Grip it back and feed it down to start your line. Now to type on a new line, you need to use your line spacing lever. Usually it's at the end, so you push it all the way and you move the carriage and you will have a new line. On the middle of the typewriter there's a line indicator. You can use it to draw lines horizontally and vertically. To draw a line, you need to put the pencil in the notch, and using the carriage release lever, you move it to the left, and you can see the line. To draw a vertical line, you place the pencil in the notch again, and using the knob, you move it down or up, and a vertical line is drawn. To get a free movement, usually it's better to release the carriage ratchet on the left, and it will be easier to move the platen. To remove the paper, you ungrip the paper release lever, remove your paper, and put back the arm on the back. The manual is available on the website through a PDF version. You can download it for free from Mr. and Mrs. Vintage Typewriters.com. Now we're going to move to the ribbon reverse mechanism. To reverse the mechanism from left to right or right to left, there's a reverse ribbon stud on the right side, and you simply press it or pull it out, depending on where you started your ribbon mechanism. Now we move to the keyboard section. On the far left side, there's a color selector. You have two colors, the main usually black and the red, the second color. In the middle, there's the white one, it's the stencils. On the right side, there's the backspace key that you use to go back one typed letter each time you press it to correct any mistakes you typed. On the left side of the keyboard, there's a margin release. The margin release is the important key on the typewriter that you use usually when you are typing and you reach the end of your line and there's a couple of letters you need to type still. You press on the margin release and you can continue typing these letters. Same applies to the left side. If you need to surpass the left side margin stop, you press on the margin release and move your carriage and it will pass the left side margin. The Imperial Good Companion has two shift keys, the left shift key and the right shift key. These are used to type your capitals. So whenever you need to type a capital letter, you press the shift key and type the letter. If you want to continuously type using capital letters, you use the shift lock. You press on the shift lock and the carriage is shifted to the typing in capitals only. To unlock the shift key, you press on the left shift key and it will release the shift lock and you will be back to typing in small letters. Now we need to lock the carriage, and to do that we always make sure that the shift key is free and it's not locked. Then we use the left side lever here. You move it to the front and using the carriage release lever you press it and it will lock. Now it's locked. One important fact about Imperial typewriters is that it should be used while being on its original wooden base that's meant to be supporting the typewriter and it's securing the whole mechanism from the bottom while typing. Before placing back the lid, make sure the paper support arm is folded back and the line spacing lever also will be folding under the lid. You get the lid and from the back you make sure it's touching the back and you put it on top. Then move the lock to the right and it will fit in, then close the latch. Thank you for watching the video, and if you like the tutorial, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos in the future.